Perfectionist Parenting. Hello, wonderful parents. Today, let's talk about a very familiar but also pressure-filled topic on the parenting journey: the desire to be a perfect parent. We all want to do the best for our children, don't we? But is this goal of perfection truly good for both us and our kids? Or is it unintentionally creating more burdens for ourselves? In this session, we'll explore together: what is perfectionist parenting? It's not just about setting high expectations. What are the signs that we might be leaning toward perfectionism in our parenting? Why does striving too hard for perfection often lead to exhaustion and burnout? And most importantly, how can we begin to gently let go of this pressure and enjoy parenting more fully? Let's get started. What is a perfect parent? Recognizing perfectionism in parenting. So, what exactly does a perfect parent look like? Have you ever heard or told yourself things like, "I have to be the best mom ever. My child has to excel at everything," or "I must never make a mistake when raising my child"? Perfectionism in parenting goes beyond simply wanting to do well. It's a self-imposed pressure that makes us feel we must meet extremely high, and often unrealistic, standards in every aspect of raising our children. And when we inevitably fall short, it can leave us feeling disappointed or even like we've failed. There are two main components that drive this perfectionism. 1. Setting extremely high goals and expectations. This may apply to ourselves or to our children. For ourselves, we expect to always be patient, always joyful during playtime, to come up with the most meaningful educational activities, cook the most nutritious meals, throw the most memorable birthday parties. The list goes on and on. For our children, we want them to be the happiest, the most sociable, the top student, or to shine in a talent like music or sports, depending on what we personally value. 2. The constant fear of failure. Perfectionist parents often worry that they're not doing enough. They fear that even a small mistake could negatively affect their child's future. They second-guess themselves and agonize over what they should have done differently. They fear their child won't succeed as expected, or that they're failing in their parenting role. While these high standards may seem like they push us toward excellence, in reality, extreme perfectionism often backfires. Are you a perfectionist parent? Signs and risk factors. Does this sound familiar? You may be wondering whether you're unintentionally putting perfectionist pressure on yourself. Let's take a look at some common signs. Do you often criticize yourself or feel guilty when things don't go as planned with your child? Do you compare yourself to other parents, on social media or in real life, and feel like you're falling short? Do you constantly feel like you're not doing enough for your child, even though you're giving your all? Do you get easily frustrated or short-tempered when expectations aren't met by yourself, your child, or others? If some of these sound like you, don't worry, you're not alone. Almost all of us, at some point, have unrealistically aspired to be the best parent. However, some parents are more likely to fall into this perfectionist trap. For example, working moms who also manage the household may feel pressured to do it all, excel at work and at home. But unlike a job with clear performance metrics, parenting is unpredictable and emotionally demanding, making it harder to measure success. Modern dads also feel the pressure. Even though fathers today are more involved than ever, many still worry they're not doing enough or not spending enough quality time with their kids. Those who are highly sensitive to social expectations can also be easily influenced by parenting stereotypes such as, "Good moms must do this," or "Fathers should always do that," or the infamous, "other people's kids" comments. Sometimes, perfectionism can even be a way to cope with past emotional wounds, such as growing up in an unstable or emotionally neglectful environment. The desire to control everything and build a perfect family may be an unconscious protective mechanism. The cost of perfection. from stress to burnout. Trying endlessly to be perfect might sound noble, but it can come with serious consequences. Let's take a closer look at the price of perfectionism. When we set unreasonably high and rigid standards for ourselves, and combine them with societal pressures to be the ideal parent, we're likely to experience parental burnout. Psychological studies have shown that perfectionist parents, whether self-driven or socially influenced, often feel emotionally drained and depleted. They start to doubt their parenting abilities and feel like they're not good enough. Over time, this can lead to emotional detachment from their children, even though they still love them deeply. They may feel torn about their parenting choices, unsure whether they're doing the right thing. Constant stress, fear of mistakes, guilt, and ongoing self-criticism wear down both our mental and physical health. Instead of enjoying time with our children, we find ourselves anxious, trying to control everything. This not only affects our well-being, but also creates a tense family atmosphere that can impact our children's development. Letting go of perfection. Embracing good enough. So what can we do if we realize we're caught in a perfectionist parenting cycle? The good news is, there's always a way out. Parenting is a long, challenging, and deeply meaningful journey. It's not wrong to have goals or expectations for ourselves and our children. But it's important to recognize, no one is perfect. We are not perfect, and neither are our children. Everyone has strengths and weaknesses, good days and tough moments. Instead of harshly judging ourselves every time something goes wrong, let's try to look at situations more objectively. What really happened? What can I learn from this? What might I do differently next time? Practice self-compassion. Treat yourself with kindness and understanding, the same way you would comfort a dear friend going through a tough time. Accept that you are human, with both strengths and vulnerabilities. Also, consider practicing mindful parenting. This means being fully present with your child in the moment, listening with your heart, accepting your child as they are, and responding with calm thoughtfulness rather than reactive emotions or habits. Dear friends, parenting isn't a race to become the most perfect parent. It's a journey of love, patience, learning, and growing alongside your child. Allow yourself to be good enough, to make mistakes, and to learn from them. Cherish the everyday moments, the smiles and even the tears. Because in the end, what children need most isn't a flawless parent, but one who is loving, present, and accepting, just as they are. Wishing you joy and peace on your parenting journey.